He's got the intro.
Yeah, I have, haven't I?
Take it away.
So welcome to another update news segment from us of FLA news. And trust me, I've been practicing that for the last 5 minutes because I definitely knew I was going to trip over it in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
We are back. This is Lee and Mike, and we are here again, giving you all our news, updates, everything to do with the channel in question.
Yeah, and sporting. It's lovely this minute.
Yeah, I was going to say, you need to rep that.
I can't see. So there we go. East Preston, got your shirt on. Said I would. Next one.
There you go. Man follows through on his promises.
Exactly.
So we're going to start this off covering, as it's been International Week, there's not been a great deal of other football on and around. Obviously, there's no Premier League, Championship 1 and 2 gets kind of bit all over the place with postponements and bits and pieces. So I thought we'd cover off with what's been a pretty big weekend of women's football.
It's been a massive weekend of women's football. Obviously, Brighton ladies playing at the Amex. And I mean, I haven't watched any women's football because I haven't been about to watch it. But you did say about a penalty that so far not a penalty.
Yeah.
It was shocking.
Yeah, it was in the Everton-Liverpool game. It was quite clearly outside of the box, given as a penalty, even though they're playing in Premier League stadiums. So Everton-Liverpool was played at Goodison, Arsenal-Tottenham was played at Tottenham Stadium. I had the fortune or misfortune, depending which way you want to construe it, of being at the Emirates a couple of Friday nights ago for Arsenal ladies, Brighton ladies. 5-0 to Arsenal. Game was done in 24 minutes. So, yeah. But, it's great to see them all in these stadiums. But the fact that they're set up for VAR, should they not use it now at this point when they have the facility to do so, bearing in mind that as the women's game grows and the skill level and the professionalism of the players grow, the referees kind of have to go with it. So you've got to give them that opportunity and let them use all the tools that they have at their disposals.
Yeah, absolutely. The way the women's game is going now, they're playing in the bigger stadiums. They're all set up with VAR. Then use it. Bring it into the Premier Division of the women's game. See how it goes for if they use it for half a season.
Yeah.
And if it goes well, then run it for a full season after that.
Because I understand when they're in kind of like when they're in Crawley Stadium or Chelsea or at Kingsmead, well, City have got their own purpose-built ladies,
which we've seen,
which we have had the fortune of going past, and it would literally be the envy of a lot of, dare I say it, lower league teams would frankly love to be in that type of stadium. But when they have this and it's out there for the world to see and it's kind of front and centre, I do think they should use it.
Absolutely.
And give them the best tool, because nobody likes to see games ruined by effectively a poor decision. You get enough criticism about it up and down the country in men's games week after week. So help them, give them the tools at their disposal.
Yeah.
We've seen this season VAR does get it right more often than not. There's always going to be a couple of odd decisions, but give them the tools to help them.
I mean, considering the back end of last season, VAR's improved a lot this season.
Yes.
There's still some mistakes, but it's going. VAR is never going to be 100% perfect.
All the while, there is an element of a human involved in the process. There is always going to be human error, but we've not seen the catastrophic VAR decisions so far in this half season. It's not like giving the Luis Diaz Liverpool goal that got disallowed last season against Spurs because somebody had said the wrong word.
Yeah, exactly. So it's improved a lot, and I think bring it into the women's game half a season. See how it goes.
Yeah, they want to build this up, and we're not going to be too far away from getting £1 million transfer fee at some point soon in the ladies' game. I feel like that's only going to be probably another 2 seasons away.
Yeah, if it's going to happen, I don't know her name, I can't pronounce it, but it's going to be the young player at Barcelona.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen her play since the World Cup, but if she's anything like she was in the World Cup, she's still playing like that now, then she could be the first £1 million.
And that's quite a banner, isn't it? When you think about it, to hang on somebody, like breaking through and setting me.
You think if she was the first £1 million women's player, then you just got to go back to when it was Trevor Francis first £1 million player.
Yeah, Alan Shearer, 15 million. You know, talk about the way those prices kind of escalate, but it sets the bar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, and that's where it just builds and builds and builds and builds. You know, they're in the new Football Manager at some point when it ever gets released, and that in itself is, you know, who would have thought 5 years ago?
Oh yeah, Wolves
Even-
game was never, it would never have been in it.
or even 3 years ago when we had our ticket for the Brighton Ladies, when it was getting to the point where it is now.
Yeah, when I bought 3 season tickets for £20
Yeah,
compared to what it is now, and
yeah, it's almost triple that now, I think.
it's ridiculous the prices now at football. For even Premier League, like I looked at taking me and my eldest to watch Brighton Southampton on a Friday night.
That's next Friday.
As next Friday.
Yeah.
Next Friday, and it's 70 quid.
Yeah, I know.
Not doing it.
It's going to get the price of people out. So.
She's charged as a young adult. She's not even a teenager yet. You can't class a 12-year-old as a young adult until they hit teenager.
Yeah, but that's great.
It's ridiculous. Charging a kid £30 for, at most grounds, even Championship, that's the price of an adult ticket.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
But
It really is.
You think of the pricing you've been paying for the last few weeks ago, where you've been up and down. You've been all over the place, really, up and down.
Yeah, I have.
Everywhere from, you know, National League to very little league.
League 1 and 2 to National to the 8th tier in the football pyramid to the price is shocking. So when I first went to East Preston, I paid.
You are now the king of the cheap plug, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Just saying.
But if when I know someone will watch this, one person I know who will watch it is the chef. So he needs to put something special on Saturday, because they're on par with Arundel for food now.
Challenge.
School wide.
Challenge, my friend.
Yeah, I did get a message from him after as well when he saw the clip. So
I feel like battle lines been drawn a little bit, you know.
Food wise, the food reviews they're starting to pick up. They're doing well.
Versus Africa, you know.
Yeah, it is. But I got to admit that burger Saturday. You know when you get a bacon cheeseburger at a football game, and
I mean the quality, but the quality varies wildly. So.
Yeah, and you bite into it, and either the bacon is overdone, and you have to really pull at it.
Yeah,
I didn't get any of that Saturday, but then I didn't get any of that at East Preston either. So that's what I mean when I say they're on par.
No, fair enough.
I'll
find out for myself for the weekend.
Yes, he will be coming to his first East Preston game on Saturday.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be well. The kids are coming as well.
Yep.
So yeah, there's going to be a few of us down there.
Family affair.
Yeah. But that's what I think non-league football should be.
It's what it makes its lifeblood of, really. Let's be honest. It's how they survive. It's what, you know, when you look at the documentaries and you think of like Salford when they first start, you talk about Wrexham when they were, you know, Macclesfield. It relies on that community, that family, that kind of everything to support the club, the number of volunteers it takes to keep it running every day.
And even Bury.
Yeah.
That are climbing their way back.
They are.
And
one destination to keep an eye on, just, you know, they start
I would like to go to Gig Lane.
Yeah, I would, just to say that I've been there.
It's a journey.
It's iconic.
Yeah.
It's a journey for us. Most things outside of this small circle for us is a journey in itself.
It's sort of at the moment. London is sort of my second home on a weekend because I have done quite a lot in London this season already.
And we're only in November.
And we're only in November, yeah. So it's keeping me busy because what my goal is to become one of the main non-league coverage YouTubers.
So segues quite nicely into what we were going to talk about. So we were having this conversation before we started recording, and I was like, Did you see yourself going in this direction? Because initially, when it started off, it was a bit about Brighton. It was season tickets at the time, and we were there pretty much. Then it was kind of like expanding into like the Football League, hence the name of the original idea for the name of the channel, which was Football League Adventure. So when adventuring through the Football League is, showing off our like the most diverse pyramid in probably world football, to be fair, most recognisable between Championship 1 and 2, and now it seems over the last few weeks that it's very much now focused in that kind of tier 5 to
tier
10, effectively.
Yeah, it's gone that way, and I'll hold my hands up now. I did not think I'd enjoy non-league football as much as I do now. And I will, if someone said to me, I've got you a ticket to the Champions League final, or I've got you a ticket to Basingstoke against Slough, I'd pick Basingstoke against Slough any day.
Well, apart from you have to deal with customs, travel, foreign police, and all the rest.
It's just I don't want to deal with Champions League.
What do you think for you was a turning point? Because I know you, when you went to the FA Trophy, you were absolutely raving about the experience.
Wembley day.
Yeah, the Wembley day, the 2 games in one day. You were absolutely raving about it, quality of the football, just the whole experience. And bearing in mind that we've been to an FA Cup semi-final, I
rated that double cup final day more than the FA Cup semi-final.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was. That's what it was. It was that day that made me fall in love with non-league football even more. Yeah, it took me a little bit longer to get to games after that because I still had the season ticket at Brighton and all that, and it was ending. But I'd never get a season ticket for a Premier League club ever again. If I was going to do anything, it would be I'd look to invest my money into non-league sides. Yeah, Premier League can go kiss my ass. All I care.
So it's the Premier League shirt behind this, but still.
Yeah, it's a classic shirt though.
It is a classic shirt, but just to point that out.
But I'm repping non-league.
You are very much repping. So, you are very much repping that.
Yeah.
Very much repping that. So, obviously, FA Cup weekend coming up. Busy sets of fixtures going into the old festive period.
Yeah.
The only bit of time off I'm going to have before I start working the joyous sums that is food retail. It saps all of my time.
Yeah.
What we got upcoming?
So we have got Saturday is East Preston v Selsey. Then on Tuesday it is Lewis against Dover.
Big fixture.
That'd be a big fixture because Dover are top at the moment
and flying.
Yeah, and they always bring a good crowd with them, so that's good as well. So hopefully,
and that's one. Just before we carry on, that's always one of the things that I always find fascinating when you're talking about non-league. On a Tuesday night game in a random, especially for like Dover, you think about how far Dover is from Lewis, that they bring a decent crowd up.
Yeah.
I worked with a steward at Whitehawk, and he was saying that there are certain games where they'll have like maybe 10 or 20 away fans, but there's a couple of teams that bring coaches down there.
Yeah.
And you're talking about a non-league side bringing a coach of fans down.
Yeah, and you think Dover are the Isthmian League.
Yeah.
So, they got relegated last season. But even in the Isthmian League, you still get massive crowds. And that's what you want. That's what non-league football should be. It should be, right, let's not go and watch Palace, Brighton, Man United, the Premier League clubs on a cold night. Go to your local team. Even on a Saturday, go to your local team. You can get Premier League games on a dodgy stick. Go and watch them on a Saturday at 3 o'clock on your phone or something.
Not like we're condoning that.
Not condoning it. But
throwing that out there before anybody tries to come back at us. We're not condoning that behaviour.
Yeah. What I'm trying to get at is put your money into your local non-league sides. Don't keep giving your 150 quid on a Saturday on food, drink, tickets to a Premier side. Give it to the sides that need it. like East Preston is one, Shoreham is one, Arundel is one, AFC Ringmer is one. All those sides need fans down at the grounds to show sport, put money into those clubs and not the bigger sides.
That's what keeps the pyramid special, isn't it?
Exactly.
So after Lewis on Tuesday night, scout where we are for the rest of the week.
Just looking at the moment because games are sort of scarce during the week at the minute. So I need to have a little look at what is logistically possible to get to on an evening and get back at a reasonable time.
Yeah.
So we've got those two games coming up. I know you're going to Worthing on the 30th.
I'm going to Worthing on the Saturday.
And I am still very undecided because I've got a choice of about 10 games that I could go to on the 30th.
Yeah, anything from, was it Crawley to somewhere around there?
Yeah.
Somewhere there.
Because I've had Ringmer get in contact, Stenning get in contact, Basingstoke are more than happy for me to go and film, do a video there. I could go to Arundel again. I could go to, there's so many that I can go to. Horsham, Hastings, Burgess Hill. There's loads.
We are somewhat blessed for having quite a few kind of around us in that sense.
Yeah, I mean you've even got teams that play with Dean still as well.
Yes. That is still
so there, there's that as well. But yeah, it's looking good.
So speaking of Arundel, you had a pretty much access all passes weekend to Arundel.
I did, and that
How
is.
did you find that experience? Obviously, everyone's watched the videos. You go, it's an experience. Interviewing, first team coach, man of the match, the managers, that's something that you've particularly done a lot of.
Yeah.
You've interviewed
Robbie Blake
at Bognor,
Spencer, hashtag.
Yeah, last game of the season a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that was really nervous going up and asking, going, "Excuse me, Spencer." I'll do
without sounding like a little fanboy.
Yeah, I'll do a YouTube channel.
Please talk to me.
Yeah.
But even going back to that, when we talk about where you see the channel, how did you find that on this go around?
So
and just generally having that access all areas into Arundel.
So that was all due to me posting on Twitter or X. And
that's all copyright out of that for saying Twitter now. You might get a bit upset.
Actually,
you might get a bit upset with us.
He's too busy with Trump at the minute.
Oh yeah, fair point.
Making money. Well, it was on X. Yeah, it's on X where I just keep sharing all my stuff on there. I keep tagging the teams. When I do a video, I tag the teams as well because it gets more fans interacting, and then they go over to the channel and watch it. If they like it, then amazing. And then it was a guy called Mike McCaffrey got in touch.
So don't get that wrong.
You will not
thank you for that.
Sorry. He got in touch, dropped me a message on X and said likes my stuff, likes what I'm doing, wanted to have a chat. So we had a Zoom call, and it went from there. And then he dropped me a message and said, I've basically got free run of Arundel on that Saturday, and I had the opportunity to go in at half time and listen to a team talk, which not many.
How was that actually? See, have you seen anyone who's like followed to play like the bunch of amateurs? You see you see Mark White's team talk. You see the pre-half post. But how was it actually being in the dressing room live?
It was weird. So when I went in, I was standing just behind the manager, facing the players.
Yeah.
And it's weird when you see the players sitting there and they're listening and they're taking everything in. And the manager, to be fair, didn't let them have it because they came in at 1 or half time. But he was just like, look, go out second half, show them what you can do, and go for the win. Sadly, they lost like dying minutes of the game, 90th minute strike. They lost 3-2. But Yeah, it's just surreal because not many people get that opportunity. Apart from all I've seen is a bunch of amateurs.
Yeah, and to be fair, they, you know, to see the climb to witness that all the way through, and then, you know, the capitulation to what they had last season.
Yeah.
The relegation one. But could you feel like the tension in the room? How did it come across?
Oh yeah, you could feel it. That, you know, there were points where one of the other coaches came in, and he sort of laid into them a little bit because he needed them to wake up and sort of get their heads in it, and you can feel it, and it just made it even more better. Like the content good as well, but just the players taking it all in. And they came out the second half and they were all over Chessington. Yeah, really, really good, really good. But it was just weird saying that I can go on the pitch and feel when I can do this and I can do that, and there's food waiting for me to rate at half time. There's one week, so in the video I'd go over. There's a lot of things I had to do at half time. So I went into a team talk. I then had to go out and go and speak to what they call annual super fans. They go to every home and away game. But then I had to wait because the music was playing because I'd get copyrighted. And then that took to just before kicking off. So I did that, and then someone came over and went, "I've got to come get you because you've got food waiting." So I had to go over and get the food, to then get the food, go somewhere quiet, do a video on it, as well as trying to get match action as well. So yeah, it was good. I just know that next time I do it, I've got to do that first, then do that, and then do that. So yeah, but it was surreal. And then interviewing the three people after, and hopefully little few discussions after and everything like that. There's hopefully a lot of stuff in the works.
Yeah, it's definitely some exciting times right now.
Yeah, can't wait. Cannot wait.
And yeah, it's what you want when you're trying to start out, you know.
Yeah,
build channel engagement, kind of the rest of it.
Yeah, like I said just before we started, I gave at one point I gave myself 2 years. If I hadn't,
Yeah, remember that being a kind of a thing. It was like, I want to do it, but I'm going to commit 2 years.
Yeah.
If at that kind of point, I'll move on to something else. Because if it's not working, then, you know, I'm not going to carry on with my time and effort into it.
And now I've got a feeling that it's going to turn out good. And I was talking to Mike the other day, and I said the one thing I would love to do. I actually even said this to you.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
one thing I would love to do is obviously be the main non-league person, but also when they do the double cup final day, is to be some kind of presenter with someone else or something like that, and just be even pitch side at Wembley.
Just to be involved in it, rather than just, you know, being the fan in the stand, as it were.
Yeah.
Being involved in the day.
I mean, it would be so good to go from the fan last year to talking pitch side this year.
It's quite a journey in 12 months,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it'll be massive journey. But the plan is I'll go to end of season now just quickly, because I know it will be double cup final day at Wembley.
Yeah.
It will be League 1, League 2 playoff finals.
Yeah.
If possible. And then National League. I think National League playoff final is done at Wembley as well.
Yes, it is. All the playoff finals are at Wembley.
It's at Wembley, apart from National League South and North. They're done the home ground of the teams.
Yeah,
but
that's what I mean, because the National League one is the promotion into the Football League, so it is done at Wembley.
Four trips to Wembley this year.
5 games, 4 trips.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
quite close together, aren't they? Effectively, because you get the Championship playoff is first, then it's the 1, then it's the 2, then it's national. Reserves.
Yeah,
and they're all within the space of 7 days of each other, aren't they? I think.
Yeah, so I might just book a week in London.
I was going to say, by the time you spend going back from London, you book book a hotel for the week.
But yeah, my goal now is to push as many non-league clubs that will have me at their grounds and want me to do stuff. I'm more than happy to work.
Mutually beneficial.
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
scenario.
I'll do stuff for them. They let me film, and my stuff goes out. It helps me, but it helps them as well. I even had a team in Mansfield contact me, a non-league side. Rainworth. They even contacted me, from Mansfield, and were like,
That's
yeah, that'd be maybe a little bit later on when I've started making a bit of money from YouTube. Then I'll look at doing that. But yes, but I think we could probably call that there. I think we sort of covered.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much football news. I haven't really looked at any football news now. My main football news I look at now is non-league, and see what's going there. I know. Lancing got a new manager.
Yeah.
He had his first game the other day and won. Arundel have brought a load of new youngsters in, which we saw a couple of them on Saturday. So that team start gelling, then they've got a promotion push going on there. And then yeah, back at East Preston Saturday.
Yeah.
Don't think they've any no new players coming, but yeah. And also, I don't know, most of their players all from Croydon, East Preston.
Oh really?
Yeah. So the manager is the ex Croydon manager.
That makes sense.
So when he left,
a lot of the players
most of the players left with him.
Yeah, which can happen at that
Yeah.
level, because you play. It's not as much about playing for the club. You play for the manager and the coaches, and if you build that bond and relationship, they tend to follow around. Saw that a little bit anyway when they were doing the Salford documentary. There was when they had the joint managers. They had a few players that they worked
retired
with,
or left,
and then they came in to work with them specifically, not so much for the club, but they come in to work with those managers.
Oh, one quick thing, I will probably be at another game this week, which will be Marlow, which is like 12-minute taxi ride for me from here, against Arundel.
Oh, fair enough.
As long as it doesn't rain, because I've heard their pitch doesn't hold rain that well.
Yeah.
So I would probably be going to that. I think it's Wednesday night, so I may be there again, maybe seeing Arundel again. So yeah, see what happens. But that is it. Video done. So
what a sign off that is.
Yeah.
Video done.
Yeah, you get sign off from me. You get my normal professional one when I film my Saturday videos. This is all more of a relaxed chat, and sometimes we take the mickey out of each other.
There's no sometimes in that. That's every time.
I mean, one thing, big thing actually as well, is when I first started doing these podcasts with Mike, there was another podcast going about, but where is it?
I have no idea.
Where is it?
I don't know.
It's gone. So it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from Kim.